The warnings, a group of college friends decided to investigate the mansion one foggy autumn night. As they approached the house, the air grew cold and an eerie silence settled over the landscape. The moonlight cast long shadows, and the overgrown trees seemed to reach out with skeletal branches. The group hesitated for a moment, but their curiosity won over their fear, and they stepped inside. The interior of the mansion was a maze of dimly lit rooms filled with decaying furniture and dusty portraits. The air was thick with the scent of mold and decay. As they explored, the friends discovered an old, dusty journal hidden beneath the floorboards. The journal belonged to a man named Josiah Bledsoe, who had lived in the mansion in the 1800s. The journal revealed a tale of madness and dark rituals. Josiah had become obsessed with communicating with the spirits of the dead, and he had conducted gruesome experiments in the basement of the mansion. His writings grew increasingly erratic, and the final entry hinted at a ritual that had gone horribly wrong. As the friends read the journal, they heard a faint whispering sound, growing louder and more insistent. The air grew colder, and they felt an overwhelming sense of dread. One of the friends, Emma, felt a cold hand on her shoulder and turned to see a ghostly figure standing behind her, a tall, gaunt man with hollow eyes and a twisted smile. Panicking, they tried to leave, but the mansion seemed to come alive, the doors slamming shut and the windows sealing themselves. The ghostly figure of Josiah Bledsoe began to chase them through the halls, his laughter echoing off the walls. The friends could hear the faint cries of other spirits, trapped and tormented by Josiah's dark magic. Desperate, they found their way to the basement, hoping to find an escape. The basement was filled with old, rusted equipment and symbols drawn in blood on the walls. In the center of the room was a large, circular altar with strange markings etched into it. The friends realized they had unwittingly completed the ritual that Josiah had started. As the ritual reached its climax, the spirits of the dead began to materialize, their faces twisted in pain and anger. They surrounded the friends, their cold, spectral hands reaching out to drag them into the darkness. Just as all hope seemed lost, Emma remembered a passage from the journal about breaking the ritual. She quickly recited the words, and a blinding light filled the room. The spirits let out anguished cries as they were banished back to the afterlife. The mansion seemed to shudder, and the doors and windows flew open. The friends fled the house, never looking back. The Bledsoe house now stands abandoned once again, its dark history a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. The friends never spoke of that night, but they knew they had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death.